kind of addicted to making these videos. There's a lot of opportunities to share something. So right here, I'm making a chicken, butterflied chicken, bacon for a sauce, and I'm doing, in the microwave, I'm melting some butter. I'm going to turn that off right now so it doesn't burn. But the problem here is that they love my chicken. They love the sauce I make, which is a cream sauce with some mushrooms, garlic, and just, I don't even know what it's called. But I found it online, it works, and I changed it a little. It's really good, and people like it. But there's one complaint. The spices I've been using are fresh herbs, and so some of them are a little woody, and there's like little bits of this woodiness in the thing, and I get right through it and just kind of swallow it. I eat fast, but other people, it kind of annoys them. It's just like it kind of takes it away a little from the pleasure of enjoying the meal. So I'm doing a butter infusion. Sometimes you got to learn when to take yourself out of a process and say, I'm going to back off. Does this situation need more of me or less of me? They love my chicken. It's the thing I make, and I'm making it for 2 new people tonight. That's why I'm making it. I make a few other things. I cook. I like cooking. And it's a messy kitchen, right? We got the dish thing open because I'm bouncing around trying to figure out how my process can be made a little more efficient or just a little bit easier so I don't have to worry too much about it. Because I like to have fun. This is game night. Game night, I cook if I can. I like doing shit for people. It's fun. You get a little reward, but that's not really it. It's like we get to customize this awesome experience. I want to do ancient world foods one night, so we can be in a game where we're playing an ancient world setting, so I have one. That's actually what we're playing, but we're kind of somewhere else right now where they're in space. It's like space flight using magic. Fun. No tech. And of course, they were responsible for the negative outcome of a future part of the universe, and now they have to go back and maybe figure out what they did wrong or how to fix it without actually deleting it, the event, right? So I like to mess with fun stuff, and my game's a little philosophical, but really, if you're doing just philosophical, you're going to be a douchebag. And I don't want to be a douchebag. So I'm writing good stories, and sometimes there's lessons in them, like The Matrix, for example, the original Matrix. No one really argues with the original Matrix being awesome. You might argue about the other ones, but they were still part of a longer process that had been planned from the beginning and maybe went out a little weird. Any kind of sequel stuff, sequelitis. But usually it starts from a good place. And I think at least when it's well done and people respond to it, you can't douche people. And that's what I was talking about in my last video. You get up on the wrong part of the ride and you try to douche everyone into being good. Fuck, it's so exhausting. This guy thinks he's this. He thinks he's good, he thinks he's bad. No one's good or bad. I mean, believe me, there were some people probably in history. And in fact, I think Jesus, for example, good. And he was well-intentioned, but even he didn't get it yet. Maybe it's a long plan and it'll work out. And maybe that's what the whole life thing is about for that. Whatever. Buddha, all these people who have been really good at being themselves and doing their thing. And maybe they were the Son of God. I don't know. I don't know what I know. I have opinions, and they don't have to be yours. But I also might have some insights, even if I'm wrong about a lot of stuff. So that's all we're doing here. Making a nice bacon. I'm going to keep it separate, too. That's the other thing. One person doesn't like the chunky bacon, but they're okay with the flavor. That's what gave me the idea for the infusion with the butter. I'm going to drain it and make sure there's none of those actual chunks of spices. I'm going to use that all over the place in the cooking, because I got to do the chicken with some spice that would match. And then I have to use some spices in that sauce, and I'm going to use grease and probably more of the butter, good Plugra, to make that sauce this time. But yeah, sometimes you got to change your sauce. Talk to you later.